Recently, in the past few weeks, I've seen a lot of videos of some of my favorite creators taking shapes and using those shapes to inspire their builds. So Simzy did a house shaped like a plumb bob. She did another one shaped like a cat, which both of those videos I thought were excellent. Sydney Macaretta did one shaped like Mario. I thought it would be fun to try my hand at this. In trying to think of a shape to inspire my build, I had a hard time coming up with something that I thought everybody would be able to relate to, but seeing as I only have 10 subscribers as of filming this video, I thought a house shaped like my name would be a great idea. So I'm gonna try to build a house shaped like my name. I guess I should kind of caveat this. It's not gonna be one building, it's gonna be 4 buildings, one for each letter of my name, so maybe you could call it a complex, a neighborhood, I don't know what the right term is, but it's buildings shaped like my name. That's all you need to know. Most of these builds that you see, you have to look at it from a bird's eye view above the house to see the shape. I'm gonna try to build my name vertically with multi-story homes that you can see the shape that I'm going for, that you can see the letters if you are standing on a sidewalk in front of the building. Now, as far as I know, there are no diagonal walls in The Sims, so doing like the slant in the N or the K is going to be something to figure out. But sometimes it's more about the journey than the destination. So if the destination is bad, just remember how much fun we had on the way there. Now, this lot is going to take a lot of space if there's going to be 4 separate buildings. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go to Del Sol Valley. That's the biggest lot that I know of that I think I own. Yeah, this is a pretty big lot. I think this will do. So I'm just going to get started with a clean slate. The place we always start are the walls. And this is kind of big. I kind of have a plan, but don't judge me for coming into this having strategized. It's not an easy thing to do. So what I'm doing now is just kind of putting the bases of the letters across the lot just to ensure that I have the space. So I'm just go in and make some adjustments. Bear with me, everybody. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, this is going to take so long. This is why I don't have any subscribers. I think that this is much better, everybody. Now, my plan was to come in here and do 4 stories. Let's just start with the H, now that we have everything planned out. And then we want these to join. And then we could have this top be a cool, like, outdoor hangout space. There's our H. Mission accomplished, kind of. I'll just bring this closer to the front. There we go. That's what I want. On to the A. I think what we're going to try to do is basically have this sort of thing, except for this connector will be on the 2nd floor, and then up here will just be 1. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then you know what? We just use roof pieces to fill out the rest of it. Okay, we're getting there. I think part of the problem is that this is so long. Oh my gosh. I went ahead and shortened the buildings because it was just kind of hard to see down these long hallways. We also don't need all of that, so I don't know, I'll have to think of something cool to do back here. We're figuring this out one step at a time. Here we'll build up our 3 stories, 4 stories, I should say. So now we just kind of have to join these 2. I honestly don't think it'll be that hard to connect the N. Why don't we? I'm not mad at this, but let's. We could make it better. I don't hate it, but it's ugly. Okay, stay with me, everybody. I'm gonna try one more thing. You know what? I think that might be as close as we're gonna get. I don't have all day to spend here, although I would because I love you. Let's move on to the K. I already think these are gonna need to be slimmer. 4 stories. And that's kind of ugly. Should it be opposite? Yeah, probably should, huh? It's so ugly. It just looks like a bad H. Maybe if I bring this in a little more, that's way worse. Okay. Maybe if we thin these out, I feel like that's as close as we're going to get, and I'm not too mad at that. So there we have the shell of my house with my name as the shape. I'm sorry we sat through this. I don't feel up to making a floor plan or furnishing it yet. Maybe that'll come later after I recover. But what we can do now is at least make it look like a house. And that starts with some wallpaper. I do always like some good siding. That's good. Why don't we have some fun with the color? I just realized that, like, since Del Sol Valley is supposed to be like Los Angeles, let me fix that. I'll fix that in a second. Since Del Sol Valley is like Los Angeles, it's almost like this is the new Hollywood side, but it's backwards. We can fix that later. I probably won't. This was supposed to be white. Okay, that's something. That certainly is something, huh? Let's think about roofing some of this. And, you know, that'll be easy enough to put on the rest of these. What's nice is we can actually use these roofs to make the A look pointier because we don't have those diagonals going. I bet you everyone that lives in the rest of the neighborhood is so mad at this house. But since it's so expensive and I bought it with my own money, they can't even tell me not to do anything with it. Sorry, there is no HOA. I am the HOA around here. They're going to have to pay me money because their house doesn't have my name on it. I think this is fun. I think that these roof pieces are pretty interesting. I know for sure I want this to be a patio. I'm looking for like a glass wall. So now let's experiment with some more roof pieces. I'm mostly concerned about the A and the N. I feel like the K is fine. The H it's perfect. I've never done a chef's kiss before in my life. I'm just trying to give you more. Oh. Sorry, my weekly call. Hey, sorry, I'm back. That was my girlfriend. Sorry to let you know. That's pretty good, right? And it's lined up like perfectly. Oh, that's actually awesome. Looking good, everybody. So now let's see if this will be as easy. It's really ugly, but it's kind of good. Yeah, okay. I think we're just going to have to be cool with it as is, right? We're beggars, not choosers on this channel. Hashtag beggars, not choosers. Okay, we're doing good so far. We have our buildings outlined and shaped, colored. We have our roof pieces all set up. We are really doing well. And I want you guys to know that I've been recording for 38 minutes and 3 seconds now. And this is what I got done. So I really do a lot for you guys. And I have to get off for the night because it's getting late. So next time you see me, I'll be wearing different clothes, but we'll be here working on the same housing compound. This is a compound now. Okay, so we're back. Just like I promised, I've had some time to clear my head and I'm ready to get back going into it. If I do furnish this house, I'm not going to show you because it's just way too much. So maybe you'll see the finished product, hopefully. So let's start by flipping the lot around. I think that was the right choice. Yeah. Oh, that's majestic. Now, let's actually go back to the world and see what that looks like now. Oh, yeah. Right here, that's what we're looking for. This view made it all worth it for me. Just the walls and the wallpaper cost $90,000. So this is the biggest house I've ever made for sure. I keep saying house, it's a compound. We've established this, I'm sorry. So honestly, I think that the next step is gonna be doors and windows, and then maybe a yard. Just because we want it to be a finished product. So let's start with some of these doors. Honestly, these are my favorites. Yeah, we'll do one on each side. Let's get it down on the H as well. The N is going to need smaller doors. What do you mean? Are there walls inside of that? This K is going to be the least livable house. I'm just telling you that right now. So maybe this will be the shed. One of the best things I've learned from Sims YouTube is foundations make everything look better. Great. Okay, that took way longer than it should have, but we got the job done. And I noticed yesterday that this H and the N are not the same color, and I'm gonna just kind of rewrite history and say that that was on purpose, because I don't hate the way it looks anyway. Okay. Step 1 done. 1 and 2. So we have doors, we have foundations. Let's get some windows going here. Thank you. Are these... We'll have to see if these even fit. Okay, not mad at that. This is bad. Yeah, this is for sure a shed. Okay, this should have a little window in it somehow. Not mad at that. That's okay. Yeah, so here we have some back doors. Oh boy. Do the windows make it harder to tell what it says? I feel like they do. Okay, that's a little better. I don't need quite as many windows. I should window these as well, huh? Because if people are going to be hanging out in these at all, theoretically, no one's going to want to hang out in the dark. so far what we've done is put windows on, put the roofs on. They are in the house family now. The H and the A, I mean, honestly, if I didn't tell you that they looked like an H or an A, I could see these in like a gentrified neighborhood maybe. Like a, I don't know, a construction company that's trying too hard to be unique or quirky. So I see it. I don't support it, but I see it. So let's get the outside going a little bit. And you know what? I think I've just decided I'm not gonna furnish the insides of these right now, because I feel like so much of Hollywood is just facade anyway, that what's the harm in just an outside only building? If somebody else wants to come in and renovate these, they can, or maybe I'll renovate them in a future video. I will do an outside yard though. Let's start with some sidewalk. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so every building in this compound now has a foundation and a nice hangout patio area for some outdoor activities. Let me try my hand at a little bit of landscaping. That is a big one. There are palm trees in LA, right? That's fun. Okay, that's cool. Now how about some smaller scale stuff? My methodology, my formula for landscaping is pick things and put them down. And I totally acknowledge that I should probably get better at this. But I would also remind you to give me a break. Look at all the work that I've done. Fountains are probably a good next step. Now that's a pretty big fountain, but we've got pretty big dreams. I never get to use these. How nice. You know what else could help is some columns. I'm freaking out because there's a woodpecker outside, and it's been at the neighbor's house the past couple days. Now it's at my house. It keeps trying to make homes in things that aren't trees, which I mean, I feel kind of bad for. I wish that a bird could just make a nest where it wants to, you know? I just spent about 10 minutes placing columns on these buildings for you, and I don't really like it, but it's staying. It would probably help if I changed the color, but it's been long. So I am almost done. It's starting to look like a compound or like an apartment complex, which is what I wanted. Although I am a little worried about some of these trees obstructing the view. So let me okay, that's not bad. And honestly, I think we can install some sidewalks and call it a day. This seems like a grand estate. I hate to say it, but I'm pretty proud of this. And let's just do some fun outdoor activities for them. That's a good compromise, right? Sprinklers, that'd be fun. We could put a wedding arch over here. Imagine getting married here. See, that's not a bad idea. Swing set for the little ones. That is a swing set I would go on. Beekeeper box over here, because like I mentioned in my last video, we really need to support the bees. And that's a little bit of a joke, but it's a little not. Street gallery, kind of neat in here. That's cool. So they can come and do some graffiti that's allowed on this garage door. Kids can have some monkey bars. I'll put it near the sprinklers. Ooh, a roller rink actually sounds fun. Do we have room for that? Yes, barely. Okay, and you know what? This is no longer a residential lot. This is just going to be a generic lot. What that means is everyone can just come visit whenever they want. I mean, which they could anyway, but I don't expect anyone to have to pay $173,000 for this, what I would call a masterpiece, you know, but it's just, I don't want to have to put that kind of pressure on the community, because I feel like if you're coming to LA and you look up and you see the giant Hank sign and you're inspired and you want to go check it out and it just looks awesome, I don't want there to be any boundaries. I want the world to be able to come enjoy this, which brings me to my next point. You'll be able to find this on the gallery after I furnish it. That'll come in a later video. Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this for now. I'm gonna call this a big fat success, because it's my name and it's gonna be a lot of fun to visit. There's the H, the A, the N, the K. Someday I'll come back and I'll furnish this, but I think you understand how much work it would be to turn these into livable spaces right now. I appreciate your grace on this. I'm excited. Let me save it. Let's see what it looks like from the world map again one more time. Honestly, love this. Really, really, really love that. I'm proud. I'm proud of this. So, thank you for coming on this journey with me. If you want to see me try any other shapes or building types, let me know in the comments, because the comments are the place to talk to me. you can expect to see videos from me every Monday and Thursday, mostly. I'll try to keep you updated if anything changes with that. But if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and check back in a few days for another video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.